Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard to the second sessions of our SDC for today. So we're back after a break, lunch and prayer break. So please turn on your camera. So probably you've already had lunch, so you're being full in energy again. And yes, I already read some of your gossip blogs. It's quite really interesting. Super, super just, I love gossip so much. So please turn on the camera so we can see you. We're gonna do with joining. We will wait the second chair Rendy, to join with us. So probably you guys, I already like heard some of you calling our chair is sir. First of all, the chair is not a lecturer, and they're still young like us, so probably you're gonna say the chair if it's a formal way, but in informal way you can call them ka or probably whatever do you want to like to call our chair, but in formal way when you were like adjusting your discussions with the chair and then motions or anything else with a formal way, please use the words chair. So he is not a lecturer, guys. He is not our lecturer, actually. So don't call him sir. And I heard some of you still using I, still using me, and still using you. Some of you still using that word, but it's okay. First time, it's really good. And probably I'm going to read some of your gossip box. We have Chair Rendy in here. Are you ready, Chair? So we're going to do some gossip today. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of response in here.
I'm here.
Was that Chair Rendy? Okay. So I'm gonna no, don't screenshot it. Like everyone gonna see it and everyone will embarrass about that. I'm gonna read it. Just a few things, and after that we're gonna close the gossip book for today, and then going to have another gossip box for tomorrow, and also the closing ceremony one. So, are you guys here? Are you guys want to hear the some of the gossip box?
Yes, we want to.
Yes, we want to. Okay, that's quite good. Okay, so let's hear some of them. The gossip box. So this one is called from random. What is it? Okay. This is in Bahasa and also in English. I love this one. Guys, please read the ROP. Kasian chairnya harus explain it one by one again. Padahal pas masterclass udah dijelasin. Yeah, kind of like that. It's really, ya kalian harus tahu kalau tujuan masterclass itu sebenarnya seperti ini. Kalau misalnya kalian nggak ikut masterclass sebelumnya, apalagi pas sekarang, pasti kalian bakal kayak, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do. That's what masterclass is for. So the next one, oh, Argentina lo keren banget asli. I hope you can be my good partner in college or maybe in life. Oh, is this an asking? Wow, wow, are this is asking for a date or what? Oh, okay. Are this? Oh, we have Argentina here. Okay, probably someone is asking you for a date. So you should know Argentina. Some of you, it's like some persons asking you for a date. It's quite good, really good.
Thank you, whoever sent this message.
You're welcome. Please, whoever whoever said it responded to Argentina. She's also already responded. Next one. Okay. USA and Russia is the biggest country in the world, right? Tapi keduanya tidak banyak berbicara dan terlibat dalam sesi pertama. Saya pikir harusnya delegates yang memegang negara-negara besar bisa berbuat lebih, dan I think we need a more speaking time as well. Tergantung juga ya, tergantung dari pribadi dan masing-masing. Kayak some of you pengennya nggak mau ngomong dulu, ada yang pengennya seperti ini dulu. Ya itu tergantung dari masing-masing form. Gossip, okay, we continue to the gossip. Saya mah nggak mau curhat Kak, asli dah, tapi Kak Rendy dibilang ganteng sama teman saya. Oke, temennya yang mana? Temennya yang mana? There's a lot of friends. Apakah temennya ada di dalam Zoom ini? Kan aku nggak tahu ya. Oke, kita baca lagi.
Rendy sumpah senyumannya Pepsoden sumpah. Itu Ren, terang banget.
Wow, keren. Lagi ya, kita baca. Tunggu. Nggak bisa bahasa Inggris Kak, belum les dari tadi, panik aku tiba-tiba dipilih buat ngasih saran, auto nggak bisa nyusun kata-kata, dan mencoba buat memahami, nanya ke teman-teman, abis ini mau les biar bisa curhat ya. Sebenarnya kalau kamu lebih giat lagi untuk belajar, mungkin bisa lebih oke ya untuk session ini. So, this one, low-key Panama is cute. Wow, ini dari siapa ya? Panama is cute. Okay, this one, probably you guys will surprise. Aku beli gula, kok gak manis ya? Ternyata aku lihat manisnya ada di Kak Rendy semua. Wah. Siapa ya yang kira-kira kirim ya? Yang kira-kira kirim siapa ya? It's okay, it's a gossip box, so you can like just give it everything. Okay, so we continue. Probably 1 minute. This one. Kak Rafli ganteng banget, jujur nggak kuat. Wow.
Turunin.
Wow. Oke, ini kenapa jadi semuanya muji chair-nya ya? Untung ya, berarti panitia telah berhasil ya menarik perhatian para peserta ya. Gila, tepuk tangan buat kita semua. Keren. Terus abis itu ada, ini dia nih. Can I get a Croatia delegate? He's hot. Wow. Whoever sent this, Croatia, there's someone is waiting for you. So, yeah, really good. Ini kok jadi ajang ini ya? Jadi ajang cari jodoh ya, ajang kencan ya. Tinder ya. Ini dia nih. Delegates of Japan boleh juga tuh, negara gue bakal sering ngadain pertemuan bilateral baik terbuka maupun tertutup kalau delegasinya kayak gitu. Yeah, oh my god, delegations of Japan, you have to hear that. And then Rendy Utomo, profile picture Zoom-nya cute. Okay. Whoever sent this to you, Rendy also already hear that. Kak Rafli ngiri katanya, nggak kayak. Okay, next one. James, you really want us to gibah to have more dosa? No, it's just a gossip box for fun, so it's okay. Terus, this one, I really love this one. But I am into Rafli still, but you know, he is in relationship already. So sad. So I don't know who sent this, but kind of probably she already stalked Kak Rafli so bad until she know that Kak Rafli already in a relationship so bad. It's like 4 of you. Kanchana, there's a lot of people here. Kren. Okay. Probably 2 more. We're gonna read 2 more. Okay. Wait a second. Can the crew send me some money for internet data? I'm sorry, honey. We also lack of internet in here, so really. Okay. Uh, okay. One more time. This one is cute. Terus aku mau ngasih tahu temen aku, gak usah disebutin ya, listrik rumahnya mati. Tunggu. Di mana tuh ya? Mana tuh tadi? Aduh. Tunggu sebentar. Sebentar. Hahaha. Tunggu ya. Oh, terus aku mau kasih tahu temen aku di sensor listrik rumahnya mati nih panitia. Jadi kalau dia nggak respon berarti ada kendala. Oke. Maksudnya you asking and you also answer. Oke, good. Mungkin ada hikmahnya ya tahun ini SDC online. Kalau offline gue udah kena stroke maybe karena nggak bisa translate dan ngomong basi. You are not. Oh, this is what a good. Ada yang tahu nomornya si Republik Tunisia nggak? Wow. Okay, slow down there. Slow down. This is not a real Tinder, okay? Nah, ini juga keren nih. Guys, aku jualan Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO, Go, Zoom, Canva, View, Spotify. Kalau ada yang tertarik,
Kirim.
apa namanya, yang tertarik mau beli bisa PC WA aku ya guys. Guys, much love. Sensor namanya. Dia kasih nama di sini tapi aku sensor. Oke, di sini juga ada semakin aku membayangkanmu, kamu semakin fana. Iya, kamu nyata, memang ada, tapi tidak buatku. Maksudnya, what is it's okay. Oke. Vanuatu cantik banget, tolong. Oke, Vanuatu. Oke, chairnya pembawaannya sangat friendly walau pas awal awkward, giving thumb ups for the chair. Thank you. Jas biru kemeja hitam, aku padamu. Who is that? Jas biru kemeja hitam. Joe? What? One of our committee, actually, one of our crew. So can you please Joe to the camera and say like hi to someone who sent you that? Yeah, pin him. This is the one. This is the one who I don't know. Amazing. What is the responses? Okay, yeah, that's one really great. Mau di notice Kak Yasmin. Oke, Kak Yasmin jangan lupa notice ya. Suka banget dengerin Kak Rafli ngomong. Kak Salsa fallback dong. Maksudnya salsa siapa? Kayak we have like salsa, like two salsa in here. And then the last one ya. Joining SDC feels like meeting my celebrity crush. I don't know why, cause every time I'm practicing talking to myself, I feel like I'm a good already with it. But when it comes to my time for speak to everyone, especially when they cheers, said my country, my name is starting to shake, and I suddenly don't know what English is. So hello. Wow, kind of good. So jangan nervous ya, okay? Alright, that's it untuk Gossip Box hari ini. Keren banget jawabannya, dan besok kita akan buka Gossip Box lagi. So Kak Rendy and Kak Rafli, the stage is yours.
Okay, so check. Hi everyone, am I audible? Can anyone confirm if I'm audible? Okay, cool. So welcome to the second comedy session of Universitas Nasional Short Diplomatic Course 2021. So without any further ado, due to time efficiency, we are going to skip the roll call. So yeah, we just directly go to open up the list for the general speakers list. Comedy, can you open the general speakers list? General speakers list slides, please. Wait, is it just me or the screen is not moving?
I guess.
Yes, the screen is not moving.
Okay, good.
Yeah, mine
Yep.
too.
We have to like probably wait. The connections this year is unstable. Wait for a second.
Okay, cool. Yep. So we are going to entertain another 20 speakers for the general speakers list. So for those, any one of you, especially those who haven't spoken in the first committee session, please do raise your hand if you want to speak in the general speakers list, okay? So anyone who is to speak in the general speakers list, please raise your hand right now. I see no one is raising their hand. Anyone who wishes to speak?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it? What's this for?
So we are going to open the list for the general speakers list right now in the second committee session. So if any one of you who would like to speak in the general speakers list, please raise your hand right now. In the general speakers list, you don't have to talk about any specific motion or specific topic. You can talk about general things as long as it is within the circulations of the topic of WHO. So if you want to speak in the general speakers list, please do raise your hand right
Ada
now.
listnya kan? Ada listnya.
If not, we are going to use under the chair discussion, we are going to pick anyone, okay? So yeah, you'd better raise your hand, please.
Wait a
Okay.
second, there will be gonna send you some link for the list.
Anyone wish to speak in the general speakers list?
Yes, anyone. If you will not speak, we will choose you to speak. Up to you, your choice.
Come on.
Come on, everyone. Why in the gossip all of you seems very active, but then in this one you were like muted human. I don't know what is that. Okay. Okay. I guess Uzbekistan is raising hand.
Okay, so we are going to recognize the delegate of Uzbekistan to speak. And then we have the delegate of Nepal. Next, we have the delegate of Morocco. Next, we have the delegate of Norway. Thank you, delegates, for raising your hands. Anyone who have been recognized, please lower your hands.
Here, Andy, you may check the group as well.
Oh yeah, sure. If no one is raising their hand, I'm going to pick anyone who haven't been spoken since the first committee session. So we have the delegate of Mali. Next, we want to call delegate of Hungary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then next to speak, we have the delegate of Pakistan.
Chair, sorry, I have a question.
Yes, please.
So the topic that we talk in here is anything.
Yeah, sure. In the general speakers list, you can talk anything you want.
Anything, but have to relate it to the WHO.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Do you wanna talk?
No, Uzbekistan already been added.
Oh, okay, cool. Delegate of delegate of Mali is done. Delegate of Poland. I think we want to invite delegate of Poland. Next we have delegate of Nigeria. We have delegate of Uruguay. We have delegate of Tunisia. We have the delegate of Panama. Delegate of Malaysia. So we still need 7 more delegates. The delegate of Chad. Delegate of Indonesia. Those who have been called, you can lower your hands. Delegate of Jamaica. We need 4 more delegates. I we would like to call Delegate of Belgium, Kingdom of Jordan. Okay, Jamaica, you have been recognized. And then we have. Wait, so Intan Mustika is raising her hand,
Sorry,
but
sir, I haven't renamed it. I will rename it.
what's your country?
Russian Federations.
Okay, cool. Delegate of Russia is recognized. And last but not least, we would like to call the Delegate of Canada. Okay, so without any further ado, we would like to call the Delegate of Uzbekistan to speak for 1.5 minutes.
Right now?
Yeah. Right now.
Okay. Thank you, Chair, for the time that you gave for us to talk. Right now, Uzbekistan would like to talk about the UHE partnership that WHO provided for the countries that wants to develop the health system within the country. So I want to talk about this because it is related to the it is related to the topic that we talk about in here about the health security and the health system. I think this I think this program is really really good for countries, small country with a really poor health system to develop it. Even though there's already been like 115 countries that is joining the UHC partnership, but I don't think we don't think that there's a lot of country that what is the word that is showing the develop of their country in within this program. I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Uzbekistan, for the speech. Now we have the Delegate of Nepal. You may have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. Healthy is the important thing in countries. Every country must care about the health of citizens. Nepal is a country with a mortality rate that continues to decline. Nepal is a country located in South Asia. The data show that the death rate of citizens of Nepal continues to decline. This means that the Nepal government has tried to improve the profound system for the health of citizens, and citizens of Nepal are aware of the importance of health. Healthy care services in Nepal are provided by the public and private sector and are generally considered to fail to meet international standards. The prevalence of the disease is significantly higher in Nepal than in other South Asia countries, especially in rural areas. A large proportion of the population, especially those living in rural poverty, at a risk of infection and death from infection disease, malnutrition, and other health-related events. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, the Delegate of Nepal. Now, next to speak, we have the Delegate of Morocco.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Tahiyati Li Jami. Um, the virus was confirmed to spread of Morocco on to 2nd March 2020. When the first COVID-19 case was confirmed in Casablanca, it involved a Moroccan expatriate residing in Bergamo, Italy, who arrived from Italy on 27 February 2020. A second case was confirmed later the same day involving an 89 years old woman, Moroccan residing in Italy, who had returned to Morocco on 25 February 2020 from Bologna, Italy. As outbreak waited in Morocco, in mid-March, the government closed school and suspended international passenger flights. Because of the lockdown, Morocco macroeconomic balance were predictably negatively impacted by the lockdown. containment measure and reduce global demand resulting from the epidemic, as well as by a harsh drought and drop in major export. Furthermore, pandemic and associated lockdown measure led to significant increase in unemployment or underemployment and disruption of tourism. The government of Morocco set up surveillance system within the already existing healthcare system to monitor and collect data. In 2005, government Morocco improved by two reform expand health insurance coverage. Improved significantly since 1960. The country under 5 mortality rate dropped 60% between 1990 and 2011. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Morocco. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Norway.
Thank you, Chair. The ability of health system to perform well and respond appropriately to new challenges they are facing is greatly assisted by sourcing a sufficient number of health workers with relevant skill who are located where they are needed and working in an environment that motivates and engages them. Currently, the world is preoccupied with global health problems. It's COVID-19. The outbreak have many people have infected many people around the world. This outbreak showing how essential it is for government at all levels, including the local level, to improve their capacity for prevention, preparedness, and response, but plans to recover from COVID-19 and reduce the risk of future epidemic must go further toward early detection and control of disease. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Delegate of Norway. The time will be yielded to the chair. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Mali.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Currently, there have a rampant case of COVID-19 that have occurred around the world. This virus is so dangerous that some countries at the beginning of the pandemic have their economic deteriorated, including our country, which is not only fighting COVID-19. Our country is fighting the inequality of health that exists in our country. We only focus on health centers in the capital area. However, because we focus on healthcare in capital area, many of our areas do not get equal health services. We also still struggling for the welfare of the people in Mali. We try to provide the best needs of the for the people of Mali that we always strive for. And what we discussed earlier, we are not only fighting against COVID-19, which has started to attack more than 9,000 people in our country. We also fight disease like malaria, polio, meningitis, rabies, and many. Okay, that's it, Chair.
Thank you, Delegate of Mali. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Hungary. Delegate of Hungary, you may have the floor.
Okay, thank you, sir. In Hungary, cardiovascular disease is in first place with 4.4% of all deaths in Hungary, and then followed by cancer, in particular intestinal cancer. The Hungarians enjoyed alcohol and tobacco consumption that sparked the onset of the disease. With the COVID-19 virus, Hungary has 32 of 221 countries with the largest COVID-19 deaths in the world. We have a solution to reduce cardiovascular disease, cancer, and obesity by totalizing the dangers of smoking cigarettes, over drinking alcohol, and fixing health service on every hospital. In the case of COVID-19, we ask that we adhere to health protocols, increase airport and terminal access to virus in and out of the virus, and obtain a vaccine immediately.
Thank you, the Delegate of Hungary, for the speech. Now we have the Delegate of Pakistan.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon to all delegates. COVID-19 is a pandemic that is currently sweeping the world, with 128 million reported and 2.8 million died. The Islamic Republic of Pakistan itself has recorded 168,000 cases of the coronavirus and 14,430 sorry, 14,434 deaths. Pakistan, which might experience a recession after lockdown. FY20 real GDP growth shrank by 2.2%. The employment rate during the pandemic reached 8.1%. The healthcare system is on the verge of collapse. The solution to overcome this is temporarily close large companies and replace its employees with work from home, and the temporary closure of same-story attractions, schools, and places of worship to suppress the decrease in cases of this pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Pakistan, for the speech. Now we have the Delegate of Poland.
Okay. Due to the pandemic, Poland economy shrunk in 2.8%, and it's not the first time for Poland economy got shrunk. In 1991, Poland GDP shrunk in 7% when was going a transformation from being centrally run system to a market system driven system. So lockdown in Poland was 2 weeks of confirmed cases. The government is also closing business, school, kindergartens, barbershop, and other activity. Considering how much the small business activity and consumer spending were limited for anti-COVID-19 lockdowns, the government had offered support financial and exemption from dues to the hit business from COVID-19. Poland government has been started to work on economic response. The name is Delegates Shield. At the beginning of March 2020, it took nearly a month to prepare and pass it through police parliament. After following the weeks, anti-crisis shield was modified several times and complemented by action of Poland Central Bank. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Poland, for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Nigeria.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Carson Showadada, Honorable Chairs, fellow delegates. Right now, more than 130 million people in 219 countries around the world are already infected by the novel coronavirus. Whereas on 3rd April 2021, it already affected more than 163,000 people with 2,058 total deaths in Nigeria. COVID-19 pandemic in Nigeria and other countries in Africa deal with real challenges because in general public services are less than satisfactory. The challenge in handling the COVID pandemic is unsatisfactory public services such as inadequate health facilities so that public trust in medical personnel is also reduced, coupled with the frequent blackouts and unstable telephone internet network connections. Nigeria firmly believes that a possible solution to this issue is that creating a donation for sufficient medical equipment to Nigeria and other countries that are experiencing the same thing to provide facilitation for healthcare in rural areas for quality healthcare service delivery. Nigeria would like to engage with other members to build consensus on these issues. Thank you. Yield to the chair.
Thank you, Delegate of Nigeria, for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Uruguay.
Thank you, Chair. Coronavirus spread throughout the world one after another by means of transmission called imported cases from outside the area of origin or local transmission between residents. The holistic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic has positive and negative impact. The positive impact is that humans become more aware of health, care more, and pay more attention to their health. For example, such as wearing masks, eating a lot, and drinking nutrition. Then, there is also the negative impact of COVID-19, namely that many health facilities are not operating optimally because COVID-19 patients take up resident. How to deal with the health system in the current pandemic era? WHO can provide more clear and valid information on how we can handle COVID-19 and also how and what humans can during this pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Uruguay. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Tunisia.
Okay, thank you, Chair, and good afternoon for any delegates. The Republic of Tunisia is not doing well because there were clashes between Tunisia police and residents due to the economic crisis in Tunisia that never ended because of COVID-19, and also the very bad handling of coronavirus in Tunisia. Thus, those of protester blockers the city street during the demonstration. Tunisia Prime Minister Hichem Michichi said the government would focus on solving social problems and the economic crisis. Crowds this year took the street the protest against high unemployment rates, lack of development, and a poor public health service, also electricity and water suppliers for the community. Mechichi said one of his priorities was to save state finance and eradicating the coronavirus. Therefore, Tunisia advised the consumption of herbal medicine that are effective in warding of the attack of the coronavirus in the additional to currently ongoing vaccination. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Tunisia. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Panama.
Hello, thank you, Chair. Buenas tardes. Saya Dila, delegation de la Republic de Panama page. In Panama, there have been 356 thousand cases and a total of 306 doses of vaccination have been confirmed. Solution for a Panama country, the government must be able to educate and overcome the spread of the coronavirus by limiting activities that cause large crowds, providing many health facilities, and prohibiting foreign nationals from entering the Panama country. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Delegate of Panama, for this speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Nigeria.
Okay, thank you. The Honorable Chair and Delegates, recent years, various infectious disease epidemics and pandemics have emerged. In 2002 until 2019, several countries faced the SARS and MERS-CoV epidemics. And now, the COVID-19 pandemic has hit almost all countries in the world, with the number of confirmed positive cases reaching 128 million people from all over the world. As one of the countries that have passed through the SARS and MERS-CoV epidemics, Malaysia recognizes the importance of health system in supporting rapid response and handling infectious disease as well as epidemic and pandemic. And with that, Malaysia wants to propose a long-term solution like health system evaluation to improve the health system and, of course, make the country more prepared and responsive in dealing with infectious disease epidemic and also current pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Malaysia, for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Chad.
Thank you, Chair. The Republic of Chad, which is on the continent of Africa, has data on cases of citizen exposed to COVID-19, which is 4,533 confirmed cases and 164 people died from COVID-19. The first cases of COVID-19 in Chad was confirmed on March 19, 2020, where 5 people were confirmed exposed to COVID-19. Over time, the data above show the confirmed cases of COVID-19 are still increasing. Although this increase is not too high, Chad is the country in Central Africa, where Chad also has seriously health problems, including the epidemic of meningitis, HIV and AIDS, and malnutrition that existed too long before the COVID-19 outbreak began. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Chad. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Indonesia.
I'm sorry, Chair. This is a new GSL session.
Yeah, this is the GSL in the second committee session.
Yes, previously Indonesia has spoken.
Yeah, you have spoken in the first general speakers list, and now it's okay for you to speak in the second.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, thank you, Chair. Regard to the socio-economic problem that the Indonesian government has also provided a social safety net for the lower classes of society so that they can continue to meet their daily needs and maintain purchasing power, as well as maintain the business world, especially micro, small, and medium enterprises, so they can continue to operate and able to maintain the absorption of its workforce. Besides that, we have allocated a budget of 25 trillion for the fulfillment of basic needs, as well as market and logistic operation, which was also presented by the Ministry of Finance of the Republic of Indonesia in the joint SDV IMF high-level conference, which was held virtually at November 11, 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Indonesia. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Jamaica.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable delegates and respected chairs, as we know, the world is currently being attacked by the coronavirus, which has spread throughout the world, causing world health to be the hottest issue at the moment. WHO, as a United Nations health institution that has been established since 1948, has its goal of being the highest health human being can achieve for all. For this reason, Jamaica, as a small country that still lacks nurses for COVID-19 patients, asks the United Nations and WHO for justice to be able to provide physicians evenly to all countries, and also Jamaica reminds all countries to help each other eradicate COVID-19. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Delegate of Jamaica. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Belgium. Delegate of Belgium, you may start your speech. Delegate of Belgium, check, am I audible? Can anyone confirm?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Can
cool.
hear.
Delegate of Belgium, you may start your speech. Yeah.
Delegate of Belgium, are you there? You may unmute. Yes?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Coronavirus. As we know, from Wuhan, China, and this virus spreads quickly in the whole world. This virus has also influenced my country. So, to deal with this problem, the government takes the policy for lockdown, and my country also prepare free vaccine. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Belgium. Next to speak is Delegate of Jordan. To the Delegate of Jordan, you may have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Chair. The health status in Jordan is one of the best in the Middle East. But in 2020, our chance with the presence of the new virus or COVID-19 that spread around the world. On March 2nd, 2020, Jordan announced the initial problem of positive infection of the COVID-19 virus. The COVID-19 pandemic caused a severe economic and social shock in Jordan. We respond to this by following the recommendation of WHO. In March 2020, we quarantined the region, closed all ground access, and temporarily closed the airport to overcome the pandemic COVID-19. We provide basic food assistance not only to the people of Jordan, but also to refugees from neighboring countries and provide free vaccine in January. We continue to do our best to stop the transmission of COVID-19 and continue to focus on building the deteriorating economy in Jordan. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Jordan. Next to speak is the Delegate of Russia. To the Delegate of Russia, you may have the floor.
The Broyden health system is the way it's designed, operate, and finance act as a powerful determinant of health.
It is intended to improve responsiveness and well-being of public health and reduce health crises. Russia is one of the world's superpowers. However, still in the midst of a public health crisis. Various policies were issued, but the public health crisis is still ongoing and massive due to complex social norms, such as alcohol problems, which are the leading cause of death in Russia, HIV, and currently COVID-19 is also threatening a health crisis. To address these issues, it's necessary to improve health security in building a resilient health system by paying more attention to effective resources and treatments. And the World Health Organization needs to take the strategic steps to accommodate health system problems. Lucia Vizilania Siamam. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Delegate of Russia. Next to speak and the last speaker for this dinner speaker list is the Delegate of Canada. Delegate of Canada, you may have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Good afternoon. Okay, so talking about health, Canada is very concerned because we know that the vaccines is the scientists has found the vaccines, but not all countries got the vaccine. So we think that it is a very serious situation that we should pay attention more to prevent the growth of the COVID numbers. So yeah, we should put more attention to that. And then about in Canada, people used to criticize the governments because Canada is lack of vaccines spreads. And for this, I think we should pay attention more in our domestic about the vaccine spread. I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Canada. With that being said, the time for the general speakers list is now elapsed. Now we are moving on to the formal debate. But before that, there are several announcements that I would like to give. Number one, the Board of Dias has opened the submission of the working paper. So if all the delegates are about to start to make the working paper, you might make it in this second committee session. And second of all, I think that the motion of unmoderated caucus, where delegates can negotiate with one another, is now entertained in this second committee session. So we do really hope that the organizing committee might open the 5 to 10 breakout rooms for them to negotiate. And we also encourage all delegates to start composing their working paper and start negotiating by submitting the motion of unmoderated caucus to the Board of Dias. So with that being said, if any one of you who wish to raise a motion, please raise your hands high and firms. Anyone who wishes to raise a motion, please raise their placard. Let's just assume we use placard, okay? Please raise your placard using the raising hand features. Anyone? Anyone would like to propose any motions? Delegate of Russia.
Okay. Delegates of Russia would like to propose a moderated caucus for 10 minutes total time with topic reduce health crisis to improve the health system.
Thank you, Delegate of Russia. Would you please specify your speaking time? Is it 1 minute for each?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Delegate of Russia. Interesting motion. Next, we have the Delegate of Nigeria.
The Delegate of Nigeria would like to propose moderated caucus with a total time of 15 minutes and 1.5 minutes speaking time for the topic of health protection in rural countries.
Thank you, Delegate. The motion is in order. Next, we have the Delegate of Canada.
Okay, thank you. So delegates of Canada would like to give about 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes. Each 1 minute per session. So the issue is about the awareness of physical and mental health. And I think that's it. Thank you.
Okay, we assume that's moderated caucus. Thank you, Delegate of Canada. That motion is in order. So since we have had, yeah, anyone, please do lower your hands. We have had three motions on the floor to be voted upon. So since we have had three proposers, we are going to the voting procedures. First motion, based on the disruptiveness, we are going to vote upon the motion proposed by the Delegate of Nigeria. 15 minutes moderated caucus with 1.5 minutes for each speaking time to talk about health protection in rural countries. Those countries who wish to speak, no, who wish to agree and discuss about this motion, please raise your placards high and firm. Anyone who agrees with this motion? If you have a problem with your raising hand features, you may just write the name of your country in the chat box, okay? Uh, anyone who wish to discuss and to make the motion proposed by Delegate of Nigeria to pass, please raise your placards. We need at least 44 votes to pass a motion. How many yeses do we have for now? Because I cannot see the numbers.
We only have 10 probably.
Okay, anyone? We will be waiting for 1 minute for all delegates to raise their hand if you agree with this motion.
Okay then.
Delegate, please raise your hand if you agree to discuss about health protection in rural countries. Just because you agree with the motion does not mean you will automatically talk in the motion. So I think it's good for you to pass a motion, so at least we have a discussion to begin the second committee session. So how many yeses do we have currently?
We currently have 17.
Okay, we still have a lot of yeses. Please do raise your hands if you want to make this motion passes.
Yes, true. And yeah, do remember delegates, the unmoderated caucus or UMC are in order. So if you wish to propose it at the next, after this session, you may propose it. Okay, our 1 minute has been elapsed. So automatically.
Okay, how many yeses do you have?
21.
Okay, so the motion fails, unfortunately. So please lower all of your hands. Next, we are going to vote a motion proposed by Okay, now we are going to vote a motion proposed by the Delegate of Russia to have 10 minutes moderated caucus and 1 minute for its speaking time to talk about reducing health crisis to improve the health system. For any one of you who wish to pass this motion, please raise your placards high and firm. Please raise your hands. Please pass a motion so that you can have something to talk about.
Yes, delegate.
Please raise. We need a lot of votes. We need a lot of yeses to pass a motion, okay? If you have any kind of troubles, please just do write your country's name in the chat box. How many yeses do we have currently?
19.
Okay, cool. We still have, I'm bad at math. We still have maybe around 20.
24 at least. There is already 20 votes.
Okay. Raise your hands if you want to talk about reducing health crisis to improve the health system. I think that this is most of the objective of the WHO. So yeah, I do really hope that you can pass this motion. Please raise your hand so that we can discuss about this motion. Saying yes to the motion does not automatically make you to talk.
Exactly.
So, yeah, please do raise your hands.
Okay, yeah.
How many yeses do we have?
26.
26. Unfortunately, this motion fails. Delegates, make sure you pass a motion. Next, we have the motion proposed by the Delegate of Canada to have 10 minutes moderated caucus and 1 minute for each speaking time to discuss about the awareness of physical and mental health. So without any further ado, let's go to the voting procedures. Those delegates who wish to pass the motion proposed by the Delegate of Canada, please raise your hands high and firm right now. Please pass it. Okay.
This one's kind of good. 21 at 31.
Yeah. Delegate of Netherlands is in favor with this motion.
Okay, it means with the total, it will be count with the Netherlands as well. Okay, 37. Okay, delegates, we need 8 more. Come on, you can do it.
We need 8 more delegates. Come on, come on.
No, not 8. 5. 5 more delegates. Come on. 30 seconds left. Come on, delegates. Just click the button yes. It doesn't mean you will speak. Okay, 40. It feels like I'm selling something. like, like we give the exact number. Okay, 43. One more. Sold. Okay, 44.
Okay, cool. So the motion proposed by the Delegate of Canada passes. So the Delegate of Canada, would you like to speak first or last?
I would like to speak last. Thank you in advance.
Okay, cool. With that being said, we need 9 speakers to talk before the Delegate of Canada. Those delegates who wish to speak before the Delegate of Canada, please raise your hands right now. Delegate who wish to speak in this motion, please raise your hands to talk about the awareness and the awareness of physical and mental health, which I think a very interesting motion.
Very interesting one.
Anyone who wishes to speak, please raise your hands. We have the Delegate of Nepal. Thank you, Nepal.
Kingdom of Netherlands. Okay.
Okay. Okay, here's the thing. I think that you technically cannot ask a specific number on which position do you want to speak, because I think that it's going to be extremely hectic for the organizing committee and us as a chair to position you. So yeah, I think we do really hope that it's okay for you to speak after the Delegate of Nepal. Okay. And next we have the Delegate of Uzbekistan. Next we have the Delegate of Japan. Next we have the Delegate of Senegal. Next we have the Delegate of Nigeria. Next we have the Delegate of Finland. Delegate of Philippines. We still have 2 more. Roughly, do you want to pick the other 2?
Yeah, we have Republic of Vanuatu in here. And the last one will be Delegate of Argentina. That's all.
Okay, cool. So with that being said, to open the debate, I would like to welcome the Delegate of Nepal. You may start your speech.
Thank you, Chair. Okay, first of all, I'm so interested with the Delegate of Canada. Why we interested the topic of Canada? Because some of people doesn't care about the mental health. As you know, guys, the pandemic, COVID-19. We have to look our mental health. everyone think that if you have a bad mental health, everyone say that, oh, you must pray, you don't go to your God. But it doesn't mean that we don't talk to our God, that we have we have so many things that we think that it's because of all of the change will habit change.
Thank you, Delegate of Nepal, for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Netherlands.
Right. Thank you, Chair, for the opportunity of delegates to Netherlands. Right. Godemiddag, dames en heren. Delegates of Netherlands think that COVID-19 has raised the anxiety of many. Experts warn that a minority of people can experience prolonged mental health problems that last longer than pandemic itself. Coupled with this was the overwhelming feeling of disappointment that she was going backwards, of the fear that it would take her years to get back on track when it came to managing her OCD. That's one of the case of the Dutch citizens. Many people became a little more anxious during COVID-19, but experience shows that for some people, pandemic can trigger or exacerbate much more serious mental health problems. Uh, the curfew the curfew policy is one of the rules issued by the Dutch government in an effort to control the spread of the coronavirus. I think that delegates of Netherlands think that in order to lower the pandemic curve, the government also needs to encourage its people to
Delegate
maintain
of Netherlands.
mental health.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Delegate of Netherlands. Our time has elapsed. Thank you very much for the speech. Before we're going to the next speaker, we have the Delegate of Korea who would like to raise any points. Delegate of Korea.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We are so attractive to this topic.
Sorry. Delegate of Korea, would you like to raise any points or
Yes,
to
yes, I do.
to have a speech?
I want to discuss this topic about Canada.
Okay, cool. So unfortunately, Delegate of Korea, you are not listed as one of the speakers in this motion. So is it okay if we put you in the next motion for you to speak? Okay,
Thank
cool.
you,
Thank
Chair.
you very much, Delegate of Korea. Very much appreciated for you for wanting to talk. So yeah, next to speak, we have the Delegate of Uzbekistan.
Thank you, Chair, for the time. Good afternoon, all delegates. We actually fell in love too soon with the motion that delegates of Canada proposed, since we all know that this topic is very, very, very taboo, this mental health topic, especially in our country, because our country have a lot of influence in religion, so, it's very taboo. And in the middle of this pandemic, because of the lockdown and stuff, it is actually affecting us indirectly. But because COVID-19 is more of physical thing, people 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 don't really recognize that mental health is really that important. So we think WHO should have really spreaded the awareness widely, even to the small country and the religious with religious country. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Uzbekistan, for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Japan.
Thank you, Chair, for the opportunity. It's very interesting topic about physical and mental health. Because mental illness remain relatively high in Japan compared the other developed country. Stigma toward forward with mental health is a critical issue for people with mental disease worldwide. It's no secret the COVID-19 pandemic has isolated many people and caused mental problems, including loneliness of various countries, including Japan. In Japan, isolation caused by the pandemic is considered to be correlated with the increasing number of suicides into 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Japan, for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Senegal.
Okay, thank you, Chair. While the world is grappling with COVID-19, Senegal has not been spared by this pandemic, which continues to progress, installing isolation, fair, psychosis, and pro- procession of misfortunes. The Senegalese community as a whole, including the state, civil society, the private sector, research, religious and opinion leaders are deeply concerned by the situation, which is starting to have concession for daily life, health, and well-being of all those affected, directly and indirectly. Recognizing the magnitude of the pandemic, the head of state has engaged in an extensive conclusion with all social, political, onion research, and legal actors to build safe union and face the direct consequence of COVID-19. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Senegal, for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Nigeria.
Thank you, Chairs. The second largest country in the world, Nigeria has Africa's highest caseload of depression and ranks 15 in the world in the frequency of suicide, according to World Health Organization. This number is still for one country only. At the outpatient clinic, the crowd of people waiting to consult with the doctors is so thick that it spills into the hallway. Nigeria suggests that increasing mental health organizations where people who feel mentally unwell can immediately consult, whether it's profit or non-profit organizations. These organizations so that the number of people suffering from mental health is no longer constantly increasing. They need help. Federal Republic of Nigeria call upon the international community to create this purpose for the better world where people don't only think about suicide and kind of death anymore. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Nigeria, for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Finland.
Yeah, good afternoon, Shiva Momenta, Honorable Chairman and respected delegates. The awareness of physical and mental. The Finnish government has prepared domestic policies and regulation even before the COVID-19 pandemic spread in Finland. The implementation of policies aimed at reducing the spread, transmission, and encouraging high recovery rates in the country has proven to be able to reduce the transmission rate by up to 30% at the start of the pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Finland, for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Philippines.
Thank you for the change. As we know, in this COVID-19 pandemic, based on National Center for Mental Health, has confirmed a significant increase hotline calls that related to depression in the Philippines. Even Philippines has ranked in the top 5 that optimism index. More than that, the government has project of a multi-sectoral national suicide prevention strategy, which includes psychosocial services such as the NCMH Crisis Hotline, which was launched on 2 May 2019. The hotline is available 24 hours.
Thank you very much for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Vanuatu. Delegate of Vanuatu, you may have the floor. Yeah.
Okay. Mental health is important for us. During lockdown, everyone feel having stress in home because they should doing anything in their home. So this is some tips for the country has lockdown. You should keep in touch with others in different way than usual. Be in touch with other people regularly in social media, email, or the phone, as they are the good ways of being close to the people who matter to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Vanuatu, for the speech. Next to speak, we have the Delegate of Argentina.
Okay, hello, can you hear my voice?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you, Chair, and thank you for the Canada. We think health is not about the physical, but it's literally the mental health too. And we know that everyone doesn't think that mental health is important. They underestimate that mental health is the second important after the physical health. But in the situation, we need to strengthen each other. We need to campaign the self love because we have each other. We need to strengthen each other. As long as we're together, as long as we love ourselves, we don't think that we need to cry for months, for years. And we both know we lost our family, friends, but now you're not alone. We are with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Argentine, for the speech. Next to speak to close the entire debate, I would like to welcome the Delegate of Canada.
Okay, thank you. So we know that COVID-19 is not only affecting the physicals, but also mental health. And I think this is a serious problem that we should focus on because um, physical sickness can lead into mental sickness. People can get into stress. Maybe people can feel anxious and lead to suicide. We should prevent that. Um, we should really focus on mental health because we don't want to lose any people that we love because of mental sickness. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate of Canada, for the speech. Now, this motion of moderated caucus has elapsed. Now we are going to entertain another forms of motion. So, and as a board of dais, we would like to encourage everyone here to raise a motion for unmoderated caucus. So please do raise a motion for unmoderated caucus. Okay. Yeah, we have the Delegate of Pakistan.
Thank you, Chair. Delegates of Islamic Republic of Pakistan would like to propose a unmoderated caucus for 10 minutes total time and 1 minute speaking time, each with the topic of country that went into recession during the pandemic.
Okay. Thank you, Delegate of Pakistan. So here's the thing. When you would like to raise a motion regarding unmoderated caucus, what you need to do is that just to specify the total time of the unmoderated caucus. You don't have to specify the motion that you want to talk about, or you don't have to specify the speaking time. Okay, so is it okay for us to revise your motion to have 10 minutes unmoderated caucus? Is that okay? Delegate of Pakistan.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Delegate of Pakistan, for the motion. Now, is there any delegates who wish to raise any motions? You may raise your hand right now. We are going to wait for 1 minute.
If none, we will have an unmoderated caucus. Okay, wow.
Delegate of Korea. Delegate of Korea.
3:30 baru saya mau kirimin jadwalnya. 3:30 aku baru selesai.
Delegate. 3:30 baru selesai. Okay, Delegate, you may continue.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Delegates of Republic of Korea would like to propose a moderate caucus for 10 minutes total time and 1 minute speaking time each with the topic respond and health policy of COVID-19.
Response and policy of COVID-19. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Delegate of Korea, for the motion. Now, anyone who wishes to raise any motion, we have a lot. Let's call Delegate of India.
Thank you, Chair. Delegates of India would like to propose an unmoderated caucus for 10 minutes.
Okay, Delegate of India. So, since Pakistan has raised a motion of UMC for 10 minutes, would you like to make it different, 15 or 20 minutes maybe.
Okay, sure.
15 or 20.
20.
Okay, cool. So India, 20 minutes for unmoderated caucus. So since so everyone can lower their hands now since we have had three proposers of motions in this session. So without any further ado, let's go to the voting procedures. But before that, several announcements. If
I'm
the
sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah, who is
May I change to moderated caucus?
speaking?
Pakistan.
Oh, you want to make 10 minutes unmoderated caucus?
Yeah,
Okay.
moderate caucus.
Okay, cool. What's the motion?
Recession during the pandemic.
Recession during the pandemic. Would you please specify your speaking time?
One time.
Okay, 1 minute. Cool. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's go to the voting procedures. If for example unmoderated caucus motion passes, which Board of Dias really encourage, everyone can go to any breakout room they want and do negotiation inside of the breakout rooms. Okay, so yeah, without any further ado, we would like to do the voting towards a motion proposed by the Delegate of India to have 20 minutes unmoderated caucus. Those delegates who are in favor with this motion, please raise your placards high and firms. We are going to wait until 2 minutes and a half, okay, for everyone to raise their hands. We highly encourage everyone to pass unmoderated caucus so every delegate can experience the full extent of short diplomatic course where they are not only experiencing moderated caucus debate only, but also unmoderated caucus debate, okay? So yeah, we highly encourage everyone to pass UMC motion because this is fun.
Raise your hand, delegates, and then raise your smile. Okay, let's continue.
Raise your hands, please. We need at least 44 yeses to pass a motion. How is the current vote, roughly?
I guess there is 23 participants has already vote. 24 now.
We currently have 23 yeses.
We need more.
Yeah, please do raise your hand, delegates, to pass unmoderated caucus motion.
Okay, still raising. Come on, raise your hand more, delegates. You can do it.
Okay, can you pause the time? So, delegates, in unmoderated caucus, maybe for some of you who do not understand yet, for unmoderated caucus, you don't have to talk in a formal settings. In a formal settings, it means that you can directly talk to the other delegates and do negotiation without having a chair to moderate your discussion. So you can freely have your own discussion fully within your control, and that's how fun unmoderated caucus is. Which
yes,
exactly right. Okay, so please do raise your hand to pass a motion proposed by the Delegate of India.
True. Come on.
Yeah, please do raise your hand. We can continue the time. We can resume the time. How many yeses do we have currently?
We have 36. We need more.
We need around 10 more, I guess. 10 yeses.
Yeah, we need 6 more now. It is our 39. Come on, 5 more delegates.
Come on. Our time is going.
4 more. 4 more.
It's 1 minute.
Wow, yes. We already have 45.
Okay, thank you, Delegate, to pass this motion. Rafli is so excited about this. So,
yeah, we did one.
So yeah, with that being said, with the motion passes the threshold, the motion passes. So all delegates will now have 20 minutes unmoderated caucus. Good luck, everyone, to do your negotiation and everything you want to do.
The unmoderated caucus optional rooms are open, so every delegate can join the rooms, the breakout rooms.
Okay, delegate. You may choose the breakout room and you may chat to the delegate that you want to speak on that breakout room. There is about 10 breakout rooms. So yeah, you can have a discussion bilaterally or multilaterally. It's all up to you. Just move to the breakout room now. Okay? Remember, no flirting. No flirting. Focus. Okay. Everyone move to breakout room. Not in here.
Yeah, please everyone go to the breakout room. We
Yeah.
already give you a
So
lot of breakout
whether
room here.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Chair. Delegates of Kingdom of Netherlands didn't see any breakout rooms here. So is that a problem with my device or?
You can ask the host to assign you to any breakout rooms you would like.
All right. Thank you.
Just private message.
Okay, there is some people who are already in room one. There is some people in room two, room three, and all of that. You may choose the room that you feel you want to have negotiation on that one. Okay.
Have, we have Chair. We have Chair Rendy here.
Oh,
Also,
hello, Chair.
we have the Chief Management Conferences here. Hi. Yeah, so like that. And basically, just knowing yourself is really important, and trying to get along with yourself and accepting yourself for who you are. Okay, you're beautiful.
Very thank you, Kak.
You're welcome. Just
I
smile.
learned a lot.
Just tell your point in
I
the
have one
statement.
question of Republic of India. Small type of work organization.
Wait. Can please
Pick
one by
one,
one,
please.
one
Yes,
by
one
one.
by one.
So, okay. Is this a small type of World Health Organization?
No, it's a big type.
Oh, it's a
'Cause
worldwide
yes,
program.
worldwide.
Okay.
Under the
So,
government or
so
medical
this
corps?
program focus on research and survey. Am I right? Do you take my point? Your program
Yes,
focus
yes,
on
yes,
research
yes,
and
yes.
survey. And what do you do with that survey?
Survey that we can survey about medicine,
No, no,
health.
no. I'm not asking about this about the survey. I'm asking about what do you do with that survey? You get it? If
What
you
do
say
we?
if you say our survey is about medicine, then it means that that is your survey. But what do you do with that survey?
perhaps it'll be the main issues that we have to find a solution, I think.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Thank you.
So, you may continue, India, with your program.
Yes.
Sorry, India.
Is there anyone have a
What?
question for
No.
program?
No. So what is the basis for you to make this program like this, and what is the benefit for each country? What's the
Yeah.
benefit
Yeah, the
for each
benefit
country?
of other country, they can uh they can make they can make apa ya bahasanya, they can
Are you sure about your programs?
make
Yeah.
sure about their country, about system health, that uh especially for the country that the country is in there, a rural stage. So
Just
the
for a
country.
separate country?
What? Excuse me?
Just a separate country? rural country, not
Yes,
to all countries.
all country is a small country can join, a big country can join too, especially for the country that being what that being forgot.
Oh, I think I get your program. I understand your program. May I simplify this to everyone?
Yeah, sure, you can help me.
Okay.
Sure.
So what India means that they make a program that survey about health issues, and that survey will be no no wait, let me find the words. And if you join this program, you
Sorry, Argentina, can you mute?
yeah.
Oh, so sorry, so
Delegates of
sorry.
Argentina, can you mute? Sorry.
Can you mute for a minute? Okay. Do I have to start over?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So India make a program that their program is to survey about worldwide health issue. So after they made that survey, the country that joined their program will get that survey, and from that survey they will what solve their health problem in their country. Is it right? Is that what you mean?
Right.
Okay. Okay. So does anyone have any other question about this program?
Oh, well, actually, delegates of Netherlands won't ask about the program, but delegates of Netherlands would ask to the negara Brunei Darussalam. Since Brunei Darussalam is one of the country in Southeast Asia which actually succeed with handling COVID-19 pandemic. How do you manage your country to lower the curve of the pandemic? Since we know that your country really close to Indonesia, right? Since we know that
Yeah,
Indonesia
yeah.
has the highest curve in Southeast Asia, how do you manage your country to lower the curve? Thank you.
So if you know our country is a small country, so it's more easy to manage the residents of our country. And then our sultan make a fast move about making an what do you call investment of health facilities. So everyone on our country may use that facility for free, so they can get recover on or they can get cured or whatever. So that is how we manage to what reduce our case and recover our people.
All right. So, do your country buy the vaccines or get the vaccine for free?
We buy that vaccine and then give it to our residents.
All right. Thank you, Negara Brunei Darussalam. I hope we can make a good cooperation.
Yeah, yeah. So what I think maybe this survey will be useful for all of us because, for example, India program as us Brunei Darussalam about this, about how we solve this COVID-19 issue, and then our information can be useful for other countries that have some COVID-19 issues. So you get it what I mean? Do you get what
Yes,
I mean?
sure.
Hello,
Yeah,
may
yeah.
I ask some questions? Questions maybe.
Yes, Thailand.
So we want to ask about India's project. So what are the differences between your project with the WHO? It's quietly similar, right? So what are the differences? Thank you.
Um.
Oh yeah, this is an actually great question. What makes the difference between your project and WHO project?
Guys, just a reminder, 3 minutes left.
Sorry?
I we think is uh a little bit same with WHO, but the bud- the difference is the WHO is not what is it called, uh the office of WHO is not all around country, right? But uh, in this program, uh, they they in they available on all around country. That's it.
So your program invites as much as country as much as possible.
Hi
So you
guys,
invite
I want to remind you the
Yes.
time it's already almost finishes. You can propose for motions for more extra unmerited caucus for if you want to after this. So one of you have to propose an unmerited caucus for another time limit because this time has already been like 1 minute 30 seconds. It's been really great
okay.
discussions. Good luck to Russian Federations, India, Thailand, Negara Brunei Darussalam, Nigeria, what's this, Poland? Commonwealth of Australia, Morocco, UK, New Zealand. I don't know because you don't have like where the background zoom, so I don't know which country you were. So the prize it will be really great and big. So fight for the prize to represent yourself in Russia. Do you want it? Do you want it right? Be good. Okay, good luck. Bye, everyone. For 50 seconds?
Bye. Thank you.
50 seconds left. Good luck.
Thank you, Secretary General.
Welcome, Aulia.
Um, can I ask?
Yes. 13 seconds
So
left.
this program is only for analyze, but the country have to solve their problem.
What is it?
Oh.
Have to solve their own problem.
Check. Hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes,
you.
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So since the time for unmoderated caucus has elapsed, I do really hope that everyone can get the insights on how do we do unmoderated caucus. I saw a lot of delegates have a very substantial discussion. Yeah, it was very interesting to see all of you guys to talk about all of the delegates to talk about the topic that we are discussing in WHO Council. So noting the fact that unmoderated caucus has elapsed, we are now going to entertain any more motions. But anyway, are there any for any delegates who wish to submit their working papers when not if they have done the working paper in the unmoderated caucus? I think organizing committee, can you please, inform them where they submit their working paper and so on?
We'll be sending the link in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, cool. So the organizing committee will provide you a link, and that is where you can submit your working paper, okay? If you have made any working paper, not the fact that the working paper does not have any specific format and does not have a minimum points that you need to include in the working paper. If you want to have the working paper that consists of two major points, there are only two solutions within that working paper. That's also totally fine. As long as you submit a working paper, it's already a benefit for you as a delegate. So with that being said, we would like to entertain any more motions for any delegates who wish to propose any more motions. Please raise your hands high and firms. Any delegates who wish to propose a motion,
Sir,
please.
sorry, I wanna ask some questions
Oh yeah, Uzbekistan.
about the working paper. So we should submit it today, or like we still have 2 days ahead.
So for the working paper, you can submit it today, and we are going to wait up until before the committee session 3 starts. Okay, so if you would like to submit in the evening at 9 p.m., for example, that's also okay, as long as you submit it before committee session 3. Is it clear?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so we are going to do the committee session 3 tomorrow, right? So yeah, submit it before commission session 3, like in the evening. That's also totally fine.
Mr. Renny, I want to ask something.
Yep.
Question about the working paper. Is it for one delegate or one block per one working paper?
It depends. One
Depends.
delegate can submit their working paper. A block can also submit their working paper. So it depends on you whether you want to submit your working paper based on your block or based on you as a single delegate. So a single delegate can submit a working paper. A block can also submit a working paper. Is it clear?
It's clear. Thank you.
Cool. Any more questions regarding the working paper? Okay, seeing none, we think we are going to entertain any more motions. You can have the extension of the unmoderated caucus if you think that your previous unmoderated caucus is not enough. You can propose a motion to have an extension of unmoderated caucus. But if you would like to propose any other type of motion, that's also would be entertained. So for those delegates who wish to propose a motion, please raise your placards high and firm using the raising hand features. Maybe you want to discuss. Okay, we have the delegate of Belgium.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Delegates Kingdom of Belgium would like moderated caucus, 20-minute total times, 1 minute to talk about vaccine for COVID-19.
Okay. Thank you, Delegate of Belgium, for the motion. That motion is in order. Are there any delegates who wish to propose a motion? Oh, we have the Delegate of Uzbekistan.
Delegates of Uzbekistan would like to propose an unmoderated caucus for 20 minutes in total time. Thank you.
Okay, Delegate of Uzbekistan, for an extension of unmoderated caucus, it is only allowed for the half of the total time of the previous unmoderated caucus. So if you want to have the extension, it should be revised in 10 minutes. Is it okay?
Sure. Yeah, it's okay. So good.
Okay, cool. So Uzbekistan proposed a motion to have 10 minutes unmoderated caucus. So any other delegates who wish to raise a motion, we have the Delegate of New Zealand.
Okay. So delegates of New Zealand, we would like to propose unmoderated caucus for 10 minutes with the topic of the lack of public health.
Sorry, I think your voice is quite robotic. Can you please repeat your motion?
Okay. Delegates of New Zealand would like to propose unmoderated caucus with total 10 minutes total time, and then the topic is the lack of proper public health.
Okay, I assume that's moderated caucus, right? A formal debate.
Okay, thank you. Moderated.
Okay. What was the motion? The lack of?
The lack of proper public health.
Proper public health.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Delegate of New Zealand, for the motion. That motion is in order. So with that being said, first motion that we would like to vote upon based on disruptiveness is an extension motion proposed by the Delegate of Uzbekistan to have 10 minutes unmoderated caucus. For those delegates who are in favor with this motion, please raise your hands high and firm using the raising hand features. We're gonna wait for 2 minutes for everyone to cast their vote.
Okay, one quick tips while we're waiting for the voting. You can use the unmoderated caucus to find a block, find countries that have the same vision on making solution with you. So yeah, you can have those kind of thing in the unmoderated caucus. So just not like regular nongkrong, but you could have like a discussion. Okay.
Punya roti, tapi kan nggak digigit kok aku cepet gigitin. Mau? Nggak aku gigit, nggak aku gigit.
Okay, someone is not muting their microphone. I think that's Bruni.
I don't know. I think that is not the setengah empat person that we have. Delegate, please vote.
How
if
many
you wish.
yeses? How many yeses do we have now?
Wait a minute. We have about. Wait. Okay. I'm having difficulties in here. My Zoom are not showing the raise hand number.
It's 36.
36. Okay,
Okay.
so it means we need around
39.
Okay, 39 more. 5 more.
We need 44 yeses to pass a motion. Okay.
Come on, vote, everyone. Vote. Come on, there is no place for goal put.
It reached the 44.
Okay, it reached 44.
Okay, cool. So since the motion has achieved the threshold of 44 yeses, the motion proposed by the delegate of Uzbekistan to have 10 minutes unmoderated caucus is now passed. So every delegate can have 10 minutes unmoderated caucus. Starting from now, you can come back to your breakout rooms.
Choose your breakout room, guys. The room that you want to talk with some certain delegates. You can personal chat to some delegates like, hey, delegate, why don't we talk in the breakout room 2 or breakout room 3 or all that, okay? Yeah, and make sure you use English because some of you are still using Indonesia. Okay? Okay, many of you want to enter room 5. I'm going there too.
For all delegates that haven't been moved, you can contact me through private messages to be moved.
Why you're so weird, bro?
China, I'm sorry for
Yeah,
calling
it's
me.
okay.
It's our time. We wanna
Yeah,
talk
no.
to our small couches. We wanna talk
Yeah,
to
okay, just blame me until the time is finished and then you got nothing to talk.
I don't care. I
Okay.
don't care.
Hi
We have
guys.
our
Hi
own
guys. Hi guys. A minute left. A minute left. Okay, so you have to think clearly because 1 minute left. And if you're not doing nothing, then
I
you
told
lose.
them already, then they just stay blame me and then the time is finished.
We don't blame you, but
No,
you
no,
are
I don't like
talking not on our way.
Okay,
You are
okay.
talking
Okay. So what else?
Okay, okay.
what?
You act like
Calm
you
down.
don't.
Please stay
What
calm
the?
down. 1 minute left. 50 seconds left. Calm down. Breathe. 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 Take a deep breath. This is gonna be a
We
long
already
break.
told her.
Take a deep breath. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Where is
Take a
my
deep breath.
discount? Why is
Okay.
my
Okay, take a deep breath. I know it's really hard and it's a long day, but don't make it really worse, okay? Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Okay, guys. If you just like not like talking to the other things like this, you don't have any motions to propose. Remember, the working paper is have to submit by tomorrow morning. So, like it or not, working on that working paper tonight and then send it tomorrow morning. Okay? I don't wanna this kind of
Secretary General?
yes, yes.
This room is actually for talking about working paper for our blog. But we
Okay.
got interrupted with this country that talk about things that we don't
Okay.
even know and which is not even on our lane. That's what we are
Okay.
made. That's what we are we feel mad.
I'm
Because it's
sorry,
not even
China,
on
but you
our
really
lane.
ruin it.
Okay.
Bye,
Like,
all.
what the?
Check. Hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Chair.
So, oh wait, I think something. Wait, I'm so sorry. There is a trouble. Okay, cool. So, since your time for unmoderated caucus has elapsed, now we encourage every delegate to raise the motion of moderated caucus to discuss the discussion in unmoderated caucus. Okay, so we would like to encourage every delegate to raise a motion regarding the discussion in unmoderated caucus. So, are there any delegates who wish to raise any motions? Please do raise your hand high and first. Any delegates who wish to raise a motion? You can raise a motion of moderated caucus to discuss the result of your discussion in the previous unmoderated caucus. Okay, we have the delegate of Armenia.
Okay. The delegates of Armenia request unmoderated caucus for 10 minutes.
Delegate of Armenia, I think since we have had the extension of unmoderated caucus, it is no longer allowed to have unmoderated caucus. So if you would like to revise your motion into moderated caucus, is that okay?
Okay, it's okay.
Okay. Would you please specify what topic do you want to discuss? What motion do you want to discuss?
How to make the health system health system quality with the what's that can I speak in bahasa? I forget the English.
Is that a quality health system?
In negara maju and negara berkembang. Sorry, I forgot.
Okay, cool. Developed and developing
Yeah,
countries.
I see.
Increasing the health quality system in developed and developing countries.
Yes.
Would you please specify your speaking time? Is it 1 minute?
1 minute.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Delegate of Armenia. Really appreciate it. Are there any delegates who wish to speak? No, who wish to raise a motion? I previously saw the Delegate of Russia. Delegate of Russia, would you like to raise any motion?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Are there any delegates who wish to raise any motions? Going once, going twice, going thrice. Okay, seeing none, we have had one motion on the floor, the Delegate of Armenia. So with that being said, we will. Oh, sorry. We have the Delegate of Argentine. Delegate of Argentine, would you like to raise any motion?
Okay, the delegates of Argentina would like to propose a moderated caucus for maybe 15 minutes social time and 1 minute speaking time. It's about imposes a new tax on wealthies.
Imposing new tax
A new tax on wealthies. Wealthies.
Wealth.
Wealthies.
Do you mean rich people?
Yep.
Okay, the wealthiest. Okay,
Yep. Wealthiest.
imposing the new tax on. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Delegate of Argentine. Are
Sure.
there
You're
any
very
delegates?
welcome.
Yeah, cool. Are there any delegates who wish to raise any motions? Okay, seeing none, we will directly going to the voting procedure. First motion, we would like to vote upon the motion proposed by the Delegate of Argentine to have 15 minutes moderated caucus and 1 minute for its speaking time to discuss about imposing the new tax on the wealthiest. So for those delegates who are in favor with the motion proposed by the Delegate of Argentine, please raise your hands high and firm. Please raise your hands if you agree with the motion proposed by the Delegate of Argentine. Please raise your hand. Rafli, can you help me with the numbers?
Okay, we have 8 participants now.
Let's have 1 minute voting.
7 participants. Need more? Okay, delegate. One more moderate caucus, and then that's all. Just 10 vote. Okay, we forced to about. Okay, 30 seconds left, and there is still only 10 votes. It's fine. 20 seconds left. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Okay, seeing that there is no delegate to vote for that motion, this motion automatically fails.
So, delegates, please do lower your hands because we are going to the next voting procedure motion proposed by the Delegate of Armenia to have 10 minutes moderated caucus and 1 minute for its speaking time to discuss about increasing the health quality system in developed and developing countries. So for those delegates who are in favor with this motion, please raise your placards high and firm. Please do raise your hand if you agree with this motion. We are going to have 1 minute of voting procedures. Please raise your hand if you agree with the motion so that we can finish sooner.
I know, right?
And continue reading the gossip box. If you want to fill the gossip box right now, it's okay. The gossip box will remain open. Maybe the organizing committee would like to share again the gossip box in the chat box right now. In the Zoom chat box.
Yeah. The gossip block is still open until the last day of conference and the closing ceremony one. So if you have something to say, just write it on that gossip box. I will send the gossip links again to all of you. So enjoy.
Okay, let's have additional. Thank you, the organizing committee. Let's have additional 30 seconds to raise for any delegates to raise their hands. How many now? How many yeses do we have currently?
29.
Okay, 29. So let's wait for another 30 seconds. Anyone who wishes to allow this motion to pass, you may raise your hand right now. Rafli's internet connection is so bad, so yeah.
31 delegates.
Okay, we still have 31 delegates. It means some more delegates to reach 44.
35.
Cool. Does the motion pass?
It does not.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, with that being said, no motion passes. Before that, give me 1 minute. Okay, so with that being said, since no motion passes, everyone can lower their hands. We think as a board of directors, we would like to encourage everyone to raise a motion to suspend the meeting, because if no motion passes, it means we can just end the comedy sessions today, right? And proceed to, I don't know, reading gossip box, whatever organizing comedy plan to do. So yeah, are there any motion to suspend the meeting? Anyone? They may raise their hand. I see Delegate of Nigeria. Delegate of Nigeria, you may have the floor.
The delegate of Nigeria would like to raise a motion to suspend the meeting.
Thank you, Delegate of Nigeria. For the motion is in order. Are there any motions on the floor? Seeing none, we will just directly go into the voting procedures, okay? So with that being said, for those delegates who are in favor to suspend the meeting, if you don't pass this motion, it means we will continue debating. If you pass this motion, it means we are going to suspend and we're going to see you tomorrow. So any delegates who wish to be in favor to pass the motion proposed by the Delegate of Nigeria to have the suspension of the meeting, please raise your hands high and firm. We need 44 yeses to end this comedy session, okay? If you don't have 44 yeses, we will still continue debating. Now you raise your hand very quickly.
20.
Okay, we now have 20 delegates. Let's have 2 minutes votes. No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes voting.
33.
33 right now. That's quick.
35.
We now have 35. Now everyone is raising their hand. I know what you're doing.
40.
40. We have 40 now. We need 4 more votes and then we can proceed reading.
The motion passes.
Of course, delegates, you pass this motion. So yeah, the motion to suspend the meeting now passes. So yeah, the meeting is suspended. Okay. Yeah. So with that being said, congratulations to pass the first and the second comedy session. And before that, there are several announcements that I would like to make. Noting the fact that in unmoderated caucus, you are not going to have chairs to moderate you. This is why we allow you to have your own exploration, to do whatever you want to do, to negotiate whatever you want to negotiate, to find common grounds with other delegates. But bear in mind, please, you need to be able to first still use English as your main language of negotiation. But number 2, which I think the most important one, is to always respect each other, okay? Give room for another speaker or another delegates, for example, to raise their point and so on and so forth. And allow other delegates who are silent, who always remain silent, for example, and give them the floor to speak and also to point out their thoughts to the breakout rooms participants and so on and so forth. Because I think that the key importance of negotiation is not to have you dominating the discussion, but to allow every individuals to make them feel safe in giving their own opinions and also their own solutions to address certain problems that we are discussing in the WHO. I think that is the whole point of the negotiation, which I think is very important. So please do respect other delegates whenever they're talking, okay? Keep it civil, keep it subtle, and that's how the ideal unmoderated caucus that we as a chair and also as an organizing committee would like to ambition for the delegates to do. With that being said, congratulations to pass the first and the second committee session. I do really enjoy to chair these committee sessions. And yeah, congratulations everyone. Give a round of applause for you and yourself. And I would like to and then I would like to hand it over to the organizing committee to take over now.
Thank you so much for the chair. Thank you, Karendi, and also Karafli for today's sessions. Before we are like leaving all the Zoom, I just want to remind you that we have the second sessions for tomorrow. So please be ready for tomorrow at 8 or 9? At 9? At 9, yeah. At 9. So we're going to do some general absent today. So we Oh, sorry. Sorry. So tomorrow will be our second sessions because the meeting are suspended. So please remind that you are gathering in Zoom at 9 a.m. in the morning. And don't forget, I'm going to send a working paper submission form in the group WhatsApp or in this probably in the group WhatsApp. So you can submit it. And the limit time for your working paper is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So better be ready. And yes, please respect other opinion, decisions, and whatsoever in Annabeth Caucus. And also having fun with friends is really necessary. So, and then after this, we're gonna take some pictures. All of us. So please turn on your camera. I want to see your beautiful faces, tired faces, and confused faces at the same time because this is day one. Unfortunately, if you go in online MUN, probably going to take a days like 4, 5 until like 6 days, and then you just like got really stressed and don't know what to do. Yeah, I've been through a lot like that. So let's take some pictures. Please open your camera. I'm gonna see your beautiful smile and your face too. Ah, by the way, Gossip Box still open. So if you want to be, a little bit not telling on Indonesia Curhat, you can fill that box. Okay. Just remember it's anonymous, so fine. Please open your camera. Is it everyone's open already? Camera? Everyone's open the camera. Yeah, sure, sure, Karendi. Yeah, sure. It's really necessary to also. So, please open up all of your camera. I want to see all of your faces. Wait, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it one by one. Republic Senegal, please turn on your camera. And, Turkmenistan, Mauritius. Okay, probably I'm gonna see it. Mauritius is not. Another one. Okay. I'm gonna check it. Probably. Is Chair roughly already in the Zoom? Back with us?
Here I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much. All right. Okay, Haiti, Ethiopia, Japan. Haiti, Japan, Ethiopia, yeah, and Intan Mustika, probably Russian Federations. Please open your camera. And all of the committee member, please open your camera. Are we ready? Are you guys ready? The first one is the formal one. Okay. So ready? Okay. So fourth slide to take our pictures first. Oh, okay. Limited questions is going to be answered later, so we have to take our picture first. Are we ready? It's 1 minute left. Ready? Okay. See your camera. Smile. If you don't wear a mask, just smile. But if you wear a mask, it's not. Okay. We're ready. In three, two, one, show your smile. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go for another one. Are you ready? Okay. In three, two, one, another smile. Okay, another. Is it freestyle or not? Oh, formal way. Okay, formal way first. Alrighty. Let's take a pictures in three, two, one, smile. Okay, is it done? And one more, it's freestyle. We have to have that? A freestyle? Picture. Okay, let's make some freestyle pictures. Everybody raise your whatever hand, whatever, any kind of weird poses. Yeah, okay, that's heart, middle finger poses or anything else. Yeah, whatever poses. Okay, let's do this. Are you guys ready? In three, two, one, smile. Okay, is it good? Is it good? Another one? Oh, another one. Another one. Please, jangan jaim. Okay, another one. Okay, okay, chair, roughly. Okay, that's a cool style. Okay, I'm sorry, I just really, really shocked. Okay. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Okay. Okay, okay. Let's do this with the freestyle way, okay? Ready? Three, two, one, and smile. Okay? Okay, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye bye, have a nice rest, and don't forget to submit your working paper. Bye, have a nice day. Stay safe and healthy.
Thank you for your hard work. Thank you
Thank you very
all.
much.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much
Chair.
for
Thank you,
being
Thank
Secretary
you so
General.
much.
here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
See you
for
tomorrow.